Welcome to Arttutor. In today's session, I'll guide you through the process of creating a WCAG-compliant color palette for your web or mobile app, ERP, SaaS, B2B, and B2C applications UI/UX design. Whether you're working on a large-scale enterprise project or a sleek consumer-facing app, this tutorial will help you ensure your color choices meet accessibility standards. If you haven't subscribed to Arttutor 1 yet, be sure to do so for more expert tips and tutorials. And once you've completed this video, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to share your feedback and comments in the section below. And if you find this tutorial helpful, don't hesitate to share it with others. Here's a breakdown of how you can structure your color palette. 1. Primitive colors. These are your core colors, often primary colors in design. Primary, 00338 low, second FD7 hooded, golden yellow. Tertiary, FF5, 5733, vivid orange. 2. Secondary colors. These complement the primary colors and are usually combinations of primary colors. Secondary 1, 30CD32, lime green. Secondary 2, FF69B4, hot pink, 8A2BE2, blue violet. 3. Tertiary colors. These are created by mixing primary and secondary colors. Tertiary 1, 4682B4, D2691E. Tertiary 3, CD5C, Indian red. Now 4. Accent colors. These are used for emphasis or to highlight certain elements. Accent 1, FF4500, orange red. Accent 2, Ceph Dolan D1, dark turquoise. 5. Feedback colors used to provide visual feedback to users, such as in error messages or success confirmations. Success 28A745 green. Error DC3545. Warning FFC17 yellow. Info 17A2B8 cyan. Pass 6. Neutral colors. These are typically used for backgrounds, borders, and text. Light neutral F9FA, light gray. Number 6C57D. Dark neutral, not 343A Fordeo, dark gray, at 212529. This palette provides a versatile range of colors for different design purposes. Now, let's dive into using some of the best Figma plugins to generate a WCAG-compliant color palette. Step 1. Generate a WCAG standard color palette. We'll create a palette that includes primary, secondary, tertiary, positive, negative, warning, and info colors. Using plugins like Color Contrast Checker and Stark in Figma, we can ensure that our color choices not only look great, but also meet accessibility standards. These plugins help us test and confirm that our color combinations adhere to WCAG contrast ratios, making our designs inclusive for all users. Step 2. Define color tokens and components. Next, we'll translate these colors into color tokens. Think of color tokens as the building blocks of your design system. They provide consistency and make it easier to apply colors across different components. By defining tokens, we ensure that any future changes in color can be made globally with minimal effort. Plugins like Themer can help us manage these tokens across multiple themes or brands. Step 3. Apply and manage colors in your design system. With your palette and tokens set, it's time to apply them across your components. By using Figma's styles and components, you'll create a robust system that allows for easy modifications. The key here is making sure that your design system is not only scalable, but also easy to maintain. This approach ensures that your components are consistent, reusable, and accessible, regardless of how complex your designs become. Why this matters? By following these steps, you'll be creating a color system that is both visually appealing and functionally robust. Your design system will be easier to maintain, and your components will be manageable and reusable, saving you time and ensuring consistency across your projects. This methodical approach ensures that your design system is not only aesthetically pleasing, but also built for long-term success. The best color contrast ratios, according to the WCAG, Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, are designed to ensure text and interactive elements are easily readable and distinguishable by users, including those with visual impairments. WCAG color contrast requirements. 1. Text contrast ratios. Normal text, small text, typically under 18 pt or 14 pt bold. Minimum 4.51 contrast ratio, level AA. Enhanced 7:1 contrast ratio, level AAA. Large text, 18 and larger or 14 pt bold and larger. Minimum 3:1 contrast ratio, level AA. Enhanced 4.51 contrast ratio, level AAA. 2. Non-text contrast ratios. Graphical elements and UI components, icons, buttons, form inputs, etc. Minimum 3:1 contrast ratio, level AA. Best practices for WCAG color ratios. Text on backgrounds. Always aim for a contrast ratio of at least 4.51 for normal text against its background. For larger or bold text, a contrast ratio of 3:1 may suffice, but higher contrast is better for readability. UI elements. For any interface elements like buttons or form fields, use a contrast ratio of at least 3:1 to ensure they are distinguishable from the background and each other. Use of color. Don't rely solely on color to convey information. For instance, use text labels, icons, or patterns in addition to color changes to ensure accessibility for users with color vision deficiencies. Testing tools. Use color contrast checkers like the W3C, www3.org, w3.org/21/quickref/contrast minimum, or other design tools that support WCAG compliance to test your color combinations and ensure they meet the required ratios. By adhering to these guidelines, your designs will be more inclusive and accessible to a broader audience.